Hello on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome to the live broadcast. And if you're watching the replay, welcome to the replay. This is Stephen, and I'm going to go live on Amazon Live as soon as I get the signal on my iPad to say that we're actually live on OneStream. So let's go preview. And in a second, all things being equal, I should be able to tap the Go Live button on Amazon Live. And I can. Okay, sometimes you just got to be patient. Okay, so we're connecting to Amazon Live. This show is focused on Amazon Live, and we're going out live on Amazon.com, the world's third largest website. And I've been broadcasting there now for 19 months. Enjoyed every moment of it. And I want to say welcome to everybody. So that's it. We're good. We're live. I just want to make one adjustment to my setting. If I go that way, okay. Oh, I'm trying to get so there's nothing at the top. If I go up a bit, that's it. Okay, so the set is ready. We're ready, and the featured item is ready in the carousel. And I'm just waiting for a connection to Amazon. I'm going to go over there now and just type hello. The way around. This is my test. So there we are. We're live on Amazon Live, and thank you for joining me. Brilliant. Okay, so we're good to go. We're on Amazon Live. I said hello and welcome. Genuinely, I do appreciate you spending part of your day with me. This is, well, by way of introduction, let's go here. Welcome to the show. This is a lights, camera, action with Stephen, and we're live from Wiltshire, England. Okay, Wiltshire, county in England. It's the south of England. We are 93 miles west of London, and it's a beautiful part of the world. I mean, I live in a town called Devizes, which has a population of 23,000, and it's a market town. We have Devizes Castle. We've got our own castle, which I've got a video about somewhere, which I may play. We've got everything. I mean, we are 30 minutes from Stonehenge, so this is a wonderful part of the world to visit. If you're thinking of coming to London and we're on your bucket list, then if you go to London, you can get a coach from London to Stonehenge. And the coach will drop you off. You can walk around Stonehenge, you can visit the museum, you can go to the cafe, you can shop in the shop, and you can either walk to the henge or you can ride to the henge. It's your choice. Beautiful countryside to walk in. And as you're walking down the road, you can't see the henge. Okay, it's hidden behind a hill. So you've got to slowly walk uphill, and then you go over the top, and then Stonehenge is right in front of you. And you get closer and closer. Now, on a couple of days a year, you can actually go in the stone circle, but you can walk around it. And it is an awe-inspiring place. I mean, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. And it's always special to go and visit. And not only can you visit the Stonehenge stone circle, you could also go to Salisbury and visit the cathedral built in the 11th and 12th centuries. And that's, well, not more inspiring, but it is a great place to just sit and reflect, really. And I'll show you some photographs of Salisbury Cathedral during the course of this broadcast, taken with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra phone, which is down in the carousel. All right, time to get underway, I suppose. So, take that off screen. I'll put myself full screen. And we can start. Okay, thank you for watching live. And the first item today is this. And if I zoom out to actually give you a sense of the size of this, okay, this is the IPEVO uplift stand. Now, it is designed for mobile phones. The clamp on the front of it will take larger mobile phones, so iPhone 12, iPhone 13, Samsung Galaxy S22 and S23. The phone goes in the clamp. There are joints. The first joint is here. Just a minute. As you can see, you can change the angle of that. I just put it back again. It's easier when you've got it on a flat surface. Second joint is there, and you can angle that. And the third joint is here. You can actually go like that if you wish. Now, the whole point about this is to have a stable stand. Now, when you're demonstrating, if you're doing, say, a cookery show, then what you actually want is a stand that isn't going to move. And this is said stand because it is so, well, it's heavy. It's basically a no, well, you're not going to be able to mess with this stand. This is great for a school environment because you put your phone in there and then you put your phone like so, and you can then go down onto a document, okay? And then, but if you click the link in the carousel for the IPEVO, you'll find the IPEVO dock cams. Now the document cameras goes there in place of the clamp. And the dock cam can look down at a document or a book, and it can transmit the signal to a projector, from a projector to a whiteboard. And this is great in a teaching environment. And it's just so solid. And I love the design of it. It's very industrial. So it's an industrial stand with industrial strength. And your phone, as I say, just goes in the clamp, which expands to take a larger phone. And it's a great way to actually broadcast live, either solo or as part of a bigger setup with your mobile phone, actually looking at a drawing or, yeah, so a second camera. Second camera is in the phone. And I want to say a big thank you to Christa Boven in Belgium, who recommended this stand to me. I use this when I'm doing mobile video, and it's just robust. Okay, and I'll come closer now so you can get a closer look at it. Let's zoom in, and there it is. Okay, it is a classic design. It's an industrial design. It looks heavyweight, and it is heavyweight. It will hold your phone securely, and if you knock it by accident, it just won't move. I mean, it is such a great stand. Now, today, it's a deal. It's 15% off, $50.20 as opposed to $59. So you're saving $8.80 on this stand. And it's good to have this in your armory in terms of mobile broadcasting from a desktop with the phone sat on the desktop. You've got flat base, and it's even got the original barcode on there. Okay, I wonder what that says. I wonder where that leads. But if you're looking for a stand, look no further than the IPEVO uplift stand, and it is on deal today, 15% off. Okay, let's put that down. I'll put it back where it lives. Okay, now, I always enjoy being here, and I'm grateful that you're spending part of your day with me. To the right of me, I've got my iPad. It's on a gooseneck stand, and occasionally I will look over there to find out the prices and to read your comments. And the first comment we've got coming in is, hello and welcome. And that's my welcome to you. Okay, the blue tick means I am an Amazon Live broadcaster, which I am. So as such, I broadcast on Amazon Live during the week, 9 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern, and you can catch me on those days, Monday through Friday, and you can come and ask me questions. Now, I'm quite fortunate. I've been live broadcasting since before Facebook Live. So I've seen many systems. I've seen a lot of hardware. I've seen many cameras. I've seen many microphones, many lights. And if you've got any questions about live broadcasting, please do ask. I do not get your details. Yeah. So if you type a comment, I'll be able to show it on screen, like I showed that on screen. And in addition to that, you can actually go on the snake. Okay. And the snake will run throughout the broadcast, not continuously, but it will run through the broadcast. And if you comment, you'll appear at the head of the snake. Okay, so that's just a little bit of interaction to get things going. I'm broadcasting from here, which is, just a minute. Nearly got that right. I'm broadcasting from be.live. Okay, that's the logo at the top of the screen. And basically, I'm here to help. Okay, now, just a word. I don't work for Amazon. Okay, I'm an independent broadcaster, and I'm here because I was selected to be on Amazon Live, and I'm grateful for the fact that I've been here for the last 19 months. And if you're watching me live today, I'm grateful that you are, and you can ask questions. You can actually direct the show. Now, talking of that, if you, let me just go here. If you click a link in an item in the carousel, then I will talk about it. Okay, you can help direct the show. So something has been clicked. I just need to find out what, and then I will talk about it. So I've been asked about, or somebody's looking at, the OBSBot Tiny, which is now the featured item in the carousel. So as I say, you can direct this show. I've seen that somebody has clicked it. I don't know who's clicked it, but somebody's clicked it. Now, OBSBots. I've got two OBSBots. I've got the original OBSBot, and then I've got the OBSBot 4K. Now, if I go here, this is the OBSBot story. So let's take that off screen and take a look at the OBSBot. And the OBSBot is there. Okay, that is the OBSBot camera. It's working its way today, and I'm going to bring it full screen. And you can still hear me, but I'm still here in actual fact. This is live. This is not simulated. I am live, and I'm now using the OBSBot 4K camera. Now, with the OBSBot 4K camera, I can, first of all, I have 4x zoom. So I can zoom in, yeah, and I can go there, and I can go even further in. And let's just go that way or that way. I want to go this way. Okay, Mr. Director, please, will you put that camera center and let me zoom in again? Okay, this is the OBSBot Tiny camera. And basically what you have is you've got the lens on the top, you have a 2-axis gimbal, and then you've got the camera body. And there you see is the box that the OBSBot comes in, and you get the OBSBot, you get the cabling all in the box, and then you can start to use it. Now, when you plug it in, it is USB-A. So let's go take that cell off, and I'll drag this over here. Okay, so that's the camera, and basically it's a PTZ camera. Let me just take, I've got this snake going around the screen. Let's just take that off for a minute. Okay, so the snake will be back later, but for the moment we're going to concentrate on this, which is the OBSBot camera. And OBSBot are a reputable brand, and this camera can do things that other cameras can only dream of. Because this camera, first of all, has 3 presets. So I can go from there to me. Okay, so now you've got 2 of me, 1 microphone, 2 cameras. I can go back to the desktop. Okay, and I can go to the weather cam. It's the same camera, but I just call it weather cam. And we can zoom out to the garden. And if I go closer, you can see my neighbour's garden. So it's up to 4x zoom. You can see my neighbour's garden. And at the moment, it's just about 62 degrees out there. And there is a very gentle breeze. If you see birds flying by, you might. And you might see butterflies as well, given the time of the year that we're in. And a lot of greenery. I mean, our village is a town, is actually in the centre of the countryside. As I say, about half an hour away from Stonehenge and half an hour away from Salisbury. So the camera itself has preset number 1, preset number 2, and preset number 3. Okay, so it's got 3 presets. And that's the first thing about the OBSBot series of cameras. Now, I've got 2 of them. I was so impressed by the first OBSBot camera that I went out, And when the new 4K camera came out, which is the one down in the carousel as a featured item, at $269, I bought it. And it's basically, in terms of a camera, it's got a 4K lens, so 4K, which is the highest quality we can get in a web camera. It sits either on top of your monitor, or you can actually put the camera here on top of a tripod. Okay, it's got a thread in the bottom. You can put it on top of a tripod and it will simply, then you can move it about. So you can use this as a conference camera. In fact, it's designed to be a conference camera, but it's also great as solo. And I got it because I just love the fact that I can do this with it, because it's a PTZ camera. Pan, and there's wide view, tilt both ways, yeah, and then you can actually zoom. So PTZ, pan, tilt, and zoom, and then you can go back to where you began. But the thing that this camera can do, that, well, the Brio and the Nexigo can't do this, but the OBSBot can. Let's take a look. Okay, now you may have noticed a bit of movement, but what I can do is I can walk around and my hands are here. I'm nowhere near the computer, and the camera is in actual fact tracking me. Just a minute. The camera will track me, providing, just a minute. The camera will track me, providing I don't use hand movement. Okay, because you can get it to zoom, sorry, you can get it to track you, to stop tracking you, to zoom in or zoom out. Let's try that again. This never works. Not when I'm doing a live demonstration. It's perfect when I'm practicing. But it does mean that you can actually use camera when you're sat down or when you stood up. And when you stood up, and I'm going right to the other end, you can go, I'm 90 degrees to the monitor now. It's actually following me. That is an Under Armour rucksack that's not in the carousel. And this is a picture of Avebury Stone Circle, which was built 4,500 years ago, at the same time as Stonehenge. But the thing about Avebury Stone Circle, and it's not as famous as Stonehenge, is that there is a village in the middle of it. And in the middle of the stone circle is a pub. Yeah. So basically, this is a great camera for teaching people. Yeah. If I just duck down a minute and then come back up. A few tricks. That works to actually, but basically what the camera is doing is got me in the center of the screen, it's giving me headroom. Yeah. And it does it automatically. I'm nowhere near, as I said, to my computer. The camera is in total control. Now, it is a conference camera. It is provided with software. Anytime you get a new camera, do get the software. You bought the hardware, you paid the dollars for the hardware. The software is totally free. So what you need to do is to go to obsbot.com, download the software, and then you can control the software, control the camera with the software. Simple and straightforward. And this is great for a teaching environment as well. You could actually turn the camera upside down, mount it on a bracket, and it will track the teacher as they move about the days and write on the whiteboard. And all of that can be recorded using the OBSBot Tiny. It's got a fast action mode, which means that if you took it to the gym and somebody was running around the gym, then it will track them as they run. It is that smooth and that fast. 100-yard race, you could record a 100-yard race with this camera. But what you can also do is to go to one of the presets, and that gives me the opportunity, whilst you're looking at my desktop, to sit back down. It is dual noise cancelling microphones. Yeah, it is designed as a conference webcam. It simply works out the box, plug and play, USB directly into your PC or Mac. Many of these cameras have been sold, and I know of, well, the thing is, okay, I I love Facebook. And basically, I'm joining Facebook groups. If I use an item, I join the Facebook group to keep informed. So I'm in the OBSBot Facebook group. And I'm also in a lot of live video groups as well. And when people ask, what camera do you recommend for doing live broadcasting, more and more people are actually recommending the OBSBot, because you can do things with it you can't do with another camera. You can sit down, you can stand up, it can follow you moving, you can demonstrate more freely. Because when it comes to demonstrating something, if I was talking about these headphones, right, these headphones here, it's a lot easier to talk about them if I'm stood up, okay, because I can get a better demonstration. So that's what I'll do later. So the OBSBot Tiny 4K dual microphones, 4K lens, 1080 and 720 as well. It works out the box, and don't you just love pop-ups? I've got a pop-up from Total AV which says clean your browser. No, I won't. Okay. Timing's everything. So if you're looking for a camera that has that something extra and has a 4K lens, now 4K. Okay, 4K. I use this camera to do a lot of 4K recording using Camtasia. Just add the camera to Camtasia and you can create your local videos on PC or Mac, and you can create content. So if you're a social media creator or a how-to video creator and you appear in the video, OBSBot is brilliant for that, because you can film yourself sat down, you can film yourself stood up, and if you want to demonstrate something, you can stand up and you can be animated and you can talk about it. And you can put your 4K video onto YouTube for free. You can put your 4K video onto Vimeo. They might just charge you a little bit though. But 4K is where it's at. 4K is happening right now. You can create your own content in 4K. You can broadcast to YouTube in 4K. More and more sites are going to appear in the coming months, which will allow you to broadcast in 4K. Now, broadcasting in 4K, you do need a 20 megabyte upload speed. Okay, so you need gigabit internet. Now, I know for a fact that on the 2nd of June, which is not too far away, Angelica and I will have gigabit internet, which means I'll be able to broadcast in 4K using the OBSBot camera. I'm really looking forward to that. You need a decent internet signal. To record locally, it doesn't matter. To broadcast live, then you need decent internet signal. And basically then you could go out in 4K to your website. And I'm going to prove that by actually doing it probably on the 3rd of June. Bit of testing on the 2nd and then go live on the 3rd with this camera, this very camera. It's one of my favorite cameras. It is the OBSBot 4K camera. 4K resolution, great lens, great in 1020, in 1080 and 720, works out of the box. And this is the box. Okay, now I own everything that's in the carousel, virtually. So this is the box that it came in. And you can see it's a tiny box. So that's because, just to remind you, if I go here, it is a tiny camera. It's only about 2.5 inches high. Camera lens is there. 2-axis gimbal, which allows it to move around through 120 degrees. And then the camera body, you can either put it onto the back of your monitor, or you can put it on a tripod stand, because it's tripod stand ready. And if you put it onto your monitor, just let me find something. If you attach this to your monitor, there's a little widget, okay? And the widget has a magnet on top, okay? And the camera has a magnet on the bottom. Put the two together and then it goes over the back of your monitor using that lip, and there's an adhesive strip there, and you just attach it to your monitor, and that's it, job done. So thank you for asking about the OBSBot Tiny. Thank you to Amazon for actually letting me know that somebody asked about the OBSBot Tiny. I was able to talk about it. So The thing is this, the trick is this, just let me go back here a minute and go here. If you click the image on any item in the carousel, I will feature the item and talk about it. That's the way it works. That's the newest update from Amazon Live. In my iPad app, I can see not who's clicked, but what was clicked, and I can talk about it. So I've got a sort of script for this show. I mean, none of this show is scripted. I'm going to be honest. It's all ad lib. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have anything, just me and the kit that's around me. So you can help direct this show simply by clicking the image on any item in the carousel, and I will talk about the item. Simple as that. Okay. Now, starting next week, I am live talking about how to broadcast to your website with integrated chat. In fact, I'm live. I actually start. I'm going to stop the broadcast now. I'll be back.